Greetings, galactic angelics of the 144 of the New Earth activation, wayshowers of the New Eden, bringing in the Edenic codes of full consciousness. This is paradise in a conscious state. All myths lead to paradise of the unconscious, and it is up to us as conscious co-creators to manifest Paradise Eden, the new earth, the new Jerusalem, what Paramahansa Yogananda would call eternal bliss consciousness, in this realm, in this timeline, in this dimension, here now. Happy 11/22/22 portal. We have a powerful activation portal today, the 22/22, the 44, and the 11/11. The 11 and the 22 form the base, the 33, the apex, the 44, and the fourth density, and the 55. Today, all day 77 coming in, which is the seventh dimensional energies that are assisting all awakening star blossoms to lift this whole realm through the fourth density into 5D, heaven on earth. Archangel Gabriel is with us today and will be with us through this whole transmission. So feel into the energy of our archangelic team that is here surrounding us now to assist us in this final mission, this great awakening, the great breakthrough of the veils lifting, the eyes of the spirit opening, and all is being revealed. The truth shall set us free. At the end of today's transmissions, I'll tell you all a little story about a close call I had with Fate, where Archangel Gabriel had to step in and take the wheel, we can say. I'd like to thank everyone for their support and pledges on Patreon. It's because of all of you that I'm able to do this work and transmit to the world these daily messages, and I'm about halfway still to the point of being able to survive out here in the West. So thank you all for bringing us through, carrying us through in these times of great change. If you'd like to support my work and mission, you can make a pledge at patreon.com/prime disclosure. Today on the Schumann charts, we had a 9 Hertz manifestation and many light codes coming in, which brings me back to the Council of 9, which I brought up the other day. The Council of 9 was prophesied through the galactics, or from the galactics through our angels in Ecuador, Sri and Kara, before I left on the journey to my sacred condor out here in the West in Washington, where we are anchoring the eagle and the condor codes. So the galactics downloaded to me several days ago that I will need to, in the near future, bring together the 9, but it is not up to me, it is up to the galactics. I don't choose. What came through the galactics before my journey is that as I embody the white gold eagle, I make the 9. So I assemble the 8 to create the Council of 9, and there's going to be many councils on this new earth realm, but it's up to me to bring the 9 together, and always to my right is my sacred black gold eagle, and then we compile together this council. But they are telling me today, the galactics, that to hold the line till January 1st. So 5/5 coming in, hold the line, hold the line, hold the line. That's going to resonate for many of you listening now, our angelic team of 144. So feel into that energy of holding the line. We drew a line in the sand in 2012, and we're holding that line to manifest New Earth, the golden age, here now, through the age of Aquarius. So feel into that energy and keep going through and through and through as we're anchored in and holding the line for all of humanity for this final mission and activation. So thank you for joining us in this great mission. And love has won. Victory to the light, beloveds. We had 140 and 1.5 or greater earthquakes with the 5 manifestation, 5th density, the ring of fire totally lit up again today in the sacred portal in Algeria with a 5.2, the 7 energy. This is one of the most northern tips of our sacred Africa, in the foothills of the Atlas Mountains, and Atlas symbolizing holding up the world. We're holding up the world as we hold the line, so our Atlas is being activated, and that is in the top of the spine, which holds up Upper and Lower Egypt. That's the Aries and the Taurus. So the sacred condor is the Aries, which is Upper Egypt, the spirit and the physical. The lower, the 37 is the Taurus, Lower Egypt. And the two come together. See, it is a mirror. The lower is the condor and the physical. The upper, the eagle, but in the non-physical and the spiritual, it's reverse. That is the mirror, and that forms the Merkaba. You all know what I'm talking about here. So we also had a powerful activation in the portal in southern Iran with the 4-4 magnitude, the 44 code, and with the 2222, the 4444. It is the double helix of the 8-8, the Lion's Gate, the Lyran Nation with us now. In this portal in South America and Chile, 4.7, Argentina, 4.2, the sacred Andes Mountains, where our beloved condor flies freely and flies high. Japan, we had another 5-5 code activation with the Lemurian energy of Mu, and the codes are in the Andes Mountains, which are being protected and held by the Great White Brotherhood, which can be traced back to ancient Mu. We had in southern Idaho a 3.5 with the 8 energy, a 5.3 in Indonesia with the Lemurian energy, another 8 activation, and then in the crown of Lemuria, the crown of the Queen, Sandpoint, Alaska, 4.9, which makes the 9. Also in Afghanistan, in the sacred portal with the 3 holy mountains, the sacred mountains, Tian Shan, Celestial Mountain, Kunlun, of the middle path, the heart, the divine feminine, Himalayan, with a 4.5, another 9 activation, so we have the 99 of our sacred sky nations. The star nations are with us now. Japan 4.5, and another 4.7 in Japan. South of Fiji 4.2, and Chile again a 4.3 with another 7 activation, the 77. And then the West Chile rise in South Pacific Ocean 33 minutes ago with a 4.9 of the 13 of the divine goddess. Rising up, waking up, the goddess is with us now. The sacred condor flies high and flies free, transmitting the codes of divine union, divine love, divine freedom, and abundance for all. The earth today on the 1122 portal is inside a stream of solar winds blowing faster than 500 kilometers a second, so many of us are feeling this in many ways. The energies are shifting on this 1122 portal, and from our divine blessed sister of the light I call Mama Angel, our divine sister Victoria Lillian Quest. Good morning, beloved family. Today is a very special day. It is a master doorway. Signs are being witnessed. Each of us are experiencing tremendous changes. Many are joyous. Some are lessons and require patience with those who may not understand us. Our bodies are truly transmutating from matter into light. Thus many are feeling phantom pains at times. Our organs are expanding with more light, as we are now in the last days of the labor for our rebirth, for our new reality. Perhaps you are manifesting quicker merely by thought. Dreams are flooding in. Many are meeting loved ones through the veil, during visions, or finding themselves wandering through new lands, communities, or homes. These are glimpses into our new reality. The veil is thinning quickly. Soon we shall sleep deep, then to awaken into our new home. Let us take inventory of our mental, emotional, spiritual food storage. Be the best you can be. Love everyone, even those who test you. Be in joy. Forgiveness is giving your hurt back to the lessons of this journey. Forgive now. Look not back at your past, only towards today and tomorrow. As our new day dawning is arriving with each breath, be in peace and anticipation. We are almost there. We shall be victorious and embrace infinite freedom and joy. These words are flowing through my mind from our beloved Jesus. With great humility and love, I share them with humanity. My deepest love to you all, dear ones. Victoria, Lillian Quest, Mama Angel. Today from Divine Sister of the Light, Honey Borden. Happiest 11/22/2020, Divine Portal Mastery Day to each of you, beloved hearts. It's simple. It's about living from divine love. After years and years and years of ascension portals, gateways, stargates, nothing is truly new anymore, as all is about the art of divine loving in embodiment. I got this, you got this, we got this, and so it is. We are living love vibrations, and we are remembering our divine truth. Blessed day to you all, honey bee. And today from Senses of the Soul, November 22nd is the Unity Gateway. The Gateway is bringing into Unity integration codes that require us to amplify more to clear and heal until December 22nd. 11/22/22 is humanity's choice point. Collectively, we are being asked to hold fast to replacing fear with love, creating harmony and shifting from personal gain to cosmic service. We are healing and grieving rapidly to embody this new reality. We are leaving the age of information and moving into the age of intuition. It's not about how the world is, it's about what is possible to create going forward. This is where we decide what kind of reality we live in, and therefore the Earth timeline we exist in. We discern our truth going forward based on our growing intuitive knowing. Our ego is dissolving and is afraid of the shift. Our brain and nervous system is on overload. We are releasing behavioral patterns of lower vibration that we developed for survival in the third dimension. This makes us feel vulnerable and powerless. These patterns and behaviors that are dissipating are not needed in the fifth dimension and other higher realms. We have reached our boiling point. Do we want to live in a mindset that is divisive, fearful, blaming, shaming, disempowering, and devoid of real connection, or make a stand for love, empowerment, accountability, communion, and co-creation? It's time to mindfully choose. Our world is splitting into two different timelines. From sensesofthesoul.ca, and today from a Divine Sister of the Light, Aurora Juliana Ariel, Ph.D. Receive the keys to Eden. Celestial waves of light are descending. Humanity is rising through the ascension. Higher dimensional realities are being accessed. Time expands and souls awaken. 1444, flowing in. Awakening souls worldwide have long been preparing. Now the time has come. The keys to Eden are being revealed. The Edenic consciousness has begun to recode the soul in its ascension. Illumined ones deliver timely messages. Activations accelerate soul awakening. The keys of the Edenic reality are coded within you from the oracle.love. Today from Divine Bro Star of the Light, Michael Love. December 21st, 2020, the grand event culmination. Pleiadian Light Forces transmission, 11/21/2020, 11:11 p.m. Channeled by Michael Love. A special message to the starseeds of New Earth that come directly from the Pleiadians for immediate planetary broadcast. Prelude. The following information is derived from direct, decoded etheric transmissions from benevolent light forces docked in Earth's solar system, and some of the data comes directly from certain inside Earth Alliance members known as the White Hats and the Great White Brotherhood, strategically placed in key positions of power by the galactics on the surface of planet Earth. Begin transmission. Great ones. The Gnostic Gospel of Thomas says in its opening, "Let the seeker keep on seeking until he finds the truth. When he finds out the truth, he will be greatly disturbed. After this he will ponder on it, and he shall rest for a time. After this he will come to peace and acceptance, and then he shall reign over the entire universe." This beautiful and powerful teaching goes on to say, "Whoever understands what is written here shall never die." How can this be possible, and what does it all mean? 15 years ago, the being who brings these messages to you did what humans call died in a car crash. In that experience, of which I had total awareness of being alive, I was taken on the greatest journey through this universe you can imagine. I saw it all from the beginning to the end, of which there is none. I discovered the source of all that is called God, and I know who it is. The great beings of light, the Pleiadians that greeted me in those heavenly realms, said, "Michael, you must return to Earth and finish your mission there." They said to me, as clear as can be, "You shall not pass out of your physical realm in this incarnation. and you shall stand on the earth and witness the complete liberation of planet Earth in your time. They said, if you will even play a part in it all. I imagine if one did not believe in near-death experiences, angelic beings, profound spiritual awakenings, or anything beyond this world, then none of this would even matter much. However, I have such an intimate personal connection to these grand beings, and I know beyond knowing that my experiences with them have been more than real, and their words are the truth. This, of course, does not make our spiritual work on earth easy, as you may know, but I for one have the utmost faith in my spiritual guides and my ascension mission to earth. I am telling you the truth, so too shall you never die. You shall stand on the earth as one of the great witnesses, and see the new earth and the kingdom of heaven appearing, and all the children of the earth shall then live in peace, freedom, and abundance forevermore. Behold, I looked, and I saw a new heaven and a new earth, and the former things had passed away. On that grand day that I saw, a celestial light shined on the earth, and evil, darkness, and suffering were no more. The great being said to me before I departed back to earth from beyond death, this magnificent day you saw for humanity shall be, and you will know the time when it comes. You will see the great sign above which marks this important time. On December 21st, 2020, when the great conjunction occurs, in the morning hours, an entire series of major cosmic cycles and epochs that have existed on Earth for eons come to an end, and at exactly 11:11 a.m. UTC time, the cosmic clock ticks over, and an entire new series of cosmic cycles and epochs begin for planet Earth. Sacred Lemurian scrolls kept by the Great White Brotherhood show that on the winter solstice of Earth year 2020, the long dark age of the Kali Yuga comes to its full end, and the glorious Sat Yuga of light that prevailed during Lemurian and Atlantean day will again dawn on planet Earth. On that grand day, at that same second, the exact and correct date of the end of the Mayan long count calendar occurs. In the beautiful morning hours of 12/21/2020, the harsh energy of the old age of Pisces comes to its end, and Earth will enter into the glorious new golden age of Aquarius, spoken of by all ancient prophets, seers, and masters. A host of other celestial and metaphysical events will occur at that same time, which will cause other realms and domains to become visible to the eye for the first time. On December 21st, 2020, a new higher vibrational sunlight coming from the central sun will shine on the Earth, and this entire realm will be permeated in exotic cosmic particles that instantaneously upgrades DNA to a higher order. At that time, humanity will undergo a huge leap in evolutionary consciousness that the world has never witnessed. The most profound and noticeable DNA changes will happen first to the beings who already resonate close to the fifth dimension. DNA strands will be activated by the gamma light particles, and they will reattach to the corresponding chakra portal. At that moment, the corresponding dimension can be perceived as the outward reality. 4D and 3D resonant beings will follow soon after, as soon as they are ready vibrationally to make this leap in consciousness. Most of our work at that point will be to help lift them all up. This is why we came. For this reason did we come down to earth. We are helpers and messengers. We are teachers and guides. Our main goal and our work here is to assist humanity in their evolution and to help create a better world here for all, where beings can live in prosperity, peace, freedom, happiness, health, and love. It is all part of the divine plan that we all made for the ascension of planet Earth. This is the contract we agreed to eons ago, and this is the mission we are on. Most of the time, humans have not treated us well down through the ages, but we care and love them all enough to help them have a better world in spite of everything. This is the work of an angelic being, and we shall carry out our task until the very end. It is the destiny of this world to be returned once again back into a paradise, and it has been your destiny to play a big part in it all. You will achieve the end goal quickly now, as it has already been seen. It has already been written about, and it is being spoken of even now among the councils of light. It is the great event culmination of Earth year 2020. It is already written about, then how does it all end exactly? Here's how. A recent mass global communication directly from the Pleiadians through the Earth Alliance to the most prominent leaders of light on this planet focused primarily on a massive planetary global meditation that occurs on 12/21 2020. As part of our final mission to planet Earth and as the leaders of light stationed on the surface, we're all called on by the councils of light to bring about planetary awareness of this global meditation. We spread the word far and wide for 29 days leading up to the grand event culmination of 2020, and here is what happened. On that grand day, we all came together in one mind and one accord with one purpose, and achieved a level of critical mass and global conscious energy cohesion the world had never seen. That incredible high level of conscious cohesion among the star seeds of Earth, combined with the high vibrational morning solstice light rays of the first day of the new age of Aquarius, and the golden central sun rays of the new Satyug, triggered a total compression breakthrough on the surface of the planet. A flash of blinding white exotic light from the central sun to the surface and back propelled this entire realm into the fifth dimension, triggered an instantaneous DNA upgrade, and all darkness and low vibrations were eradicated from the Earth. The complete liberation of planet Earth was thus achieved on 12/21/2020. This is how the story ends. It is also how the story begins. This grand time has been spoken of from the past, from the present, and even from the future, you see. It is the destiny of planet Earth. It is your destiny as a star seed, and it is time for the event to occur from every angle in the cosmos and on Earth. We will spend the rest of the time leading up to this grand day speaking to the whole world about the 12/21 planetary mass meditation, and we suggest you do the same. Consciousness is the most powerful force in the universe. It creates all matter and perceived reality, and together the 4.5 billion starseeds of planet Earth, by sheer conscious willpower, will return this world back into the paradise it was always meant to be. Great peace and great love. Godspeed, Michael and the Pleiadians. 5DEarthProject.com. And today from Divine Sistar of the Light, Karen Lithica. Anchoring love and light, we ask you to open your heart, find the space to expand. In every second, you are actively contributing to the mission and the life force of Gaia. As your light body integrates, you will notice more space in your mind, more virtual awareness of your thought processes, take a whole new meaning of expansion and expression. The term being will resonate and relate on a whole new level. As your multidimensional self becomes your reality, you will need a period of time integrating this aspect of you to integrate and connect to your multidimensional wings of light. We ask you to be gentle and sensitive with yourself and others. Your transition is occurring. Know it as a process based on your own needs and ascension levels. Self-care, good rest, and harmony is an integral step in this process. Focus your thoughts in a heart-centered space of love and light. Know we love you dearly, galactic brothers and sisters, sending waves of cosmic love for your day, the Arcturians and Karen Lithica, from KarenLithica.com. And from the Gene Keys Unlocking the Higher Purpose Hidden in Your DNA by Richard Rudd, November 22nd through November 27th. Gene Key 34, another 7 code, Force, Strength, Majesty. The overlap between sport and the art of contemplation lies in the twin areas of rhythm and focus. Every sport relies on our being aligned with the inner rhythm that comes from our core. Every sports person will at some point have had the experience of being in a zone of focus in which their movement arises effortlessly and perfectly. This is most likely the unconscious reason why we are drawn to sport, to experience the uplifting sense of a deeper harmony and perfection through movement and coordination. The very purpose of contemplation is to align us with this paradoxical inner state of focus and surrender. Whatever sport you are involved in, whether it involves individual participation or you are part of a team, contemplation will greatly increase in your sense of timing, fluidity, and focus. Whenever you are engaged in your sport, bring attention as often as possible to the contemplative state. The more you cultivate contemplative stillness outside your sport, the more you will be able to tap into it when you are in the midst of movement. The results may well be astounding to you as you find yourself more and more in that magical zone of focus where everything comes together in perfect synchronicity. Excerpt from The Art of Contemplation and from the Yi Ching, the classic Book of Change. Code 34, Great Power, thunder high above the sky. awakening the creative essence of alignment with divine timing. Majesty is awakened beauty. Strength is the initiative of freshness. Force is agitated entropy, the realization of creation. Thus the superior man does not tread upon paths that do not accord with established order. The difference between the shadow and the gift is summed up in one of the sweetest pieces of wisdom ever uttered by any human being. One is from the Chinese sage Chuang Tzu, obviously an old friend of Yoda. Take these words in deeply. Easy is right. Wow, what did you think of that? Richard read 64 Ways. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina PapaGiorgio, White, Self-Existing Mirror, Kin 238, 22 November 2020, Reflecting an Endless Order. 22-11-2020 equals 22-11-22, 22-11-22 equals 55 equals 10 equals 1, 55, 5D Liberation. 22-11-22 equals 424 equals 10 equals 1, 22-11-22 Triple Peace Portal. 22 Master Builder Architect of Peace. 4 Form Structure Foundation Earth. 5 Liberation Change Transformation Freedom. 11 Portal Gate Polarity. 10 Manifestation Authority Power. 1 New Beginnings Original Leader. Kin 238 equal 13 equal 4 Form Foundation. Another planetary liberation day to break out of the box and build a new foundation for peace, joy, and prosperity. Day 4 in the Blue Eagle Wave Spell, where we are being asked to fly high and focus on the big picture, the divine plan for humanity so that we can create it, envisioning the highest timeline for ourselves and our planet. As our 2020 visionary powers and third eye are awakened and activated, it is time for a mass awakening of humanity. Today we are redefining the form of our greatest vision will take to build our new world. Tone of creation, self-existing tone 4 in the mental realm plane, emphasizes thinking and analyzing. Action measures, power defines, essence forms. The 4th day of the Blue Eagle Wave Spell is the one that gives shape and form. 4 represents the earth element, structure, form, solid foundation, which amplifies the yearly 2020 4 code of the Master Builder and the double 22 code today. We're building a sturdy foundation for further growth to take place. This allows you to manifest your dreams, Akbal, and finally give your ideas shape and form in your physical reality. It is time to define what is important, what stays, and what goes. When we use our discernment to mold the life we want, we only keep what is in alignment with who we are. What are you ready to cut and let go of? By pruning and cutting away the old dead wood, we encourage the new shoots and new growth, red dragon, to take hold and bloom. The mirror reflects our old reality and gives us a glimpse of the future, what is in store for us if we continue to travel on the same timeline. As the corridors converge in the Hall of Mirrors, we can also choose which paths to follow, walking through the doors opening to new possibilities and opportunities as we close the doors to the old crumbling reality. The pyramid of the mirror glyph will also amplify our new creations today, supported through the planetary grid, a very powerful envisioning day to construct our new reality. But first it must be formed in our mind's eye. When you trust what the universe is reflecting back to you, you will know instinctively that Spirit has your back and the abundance, contacts, and resources will automatically flow from your choices. Allow the superpower of Akbal today redefine your perception of wealth, breaking the old ceilings and revealing the endless flow of cosmic abundance to manifest in your life. Today is the day to release your big ideas and give them wings to take form. Channel your creative energy constructively, generating the power for practical manifestation. You are the architect who manifests your dreams. Today's question is, are the reflections in my life revealing a foundation built on harmony, peace, love, and endless abundance? If not, how can I restore more order for it to take form? In Lakek Alakin, Christina White, Magnetic World Bridger, Kin 66. Kin 238, White Self-Existing Mirror. The mantra, the code for today is, I define in order to reflect. Measuring order, I seal the matrix of endlessness with the self-existing tone of form. I am guided by the power of timelessness. And in this great time of timelessness, beloved beings of light, let us know in the comments below what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, your visions, your dreams, your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions. And we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. I'd also like to take the time to thank all of you that have made a pledge on Patreon to support my work. I'd like to thank and welcome Divine Sister of the Light, Louise Shively, for your pledge and support on Patreon. I'd like to welcome and thank Divine Sister of the Light, Paula M., for your pledge and support on Patreon. And I'd like to welcome and thank Divine Sister of the Light, Sinead McEvoy, for your pledge and support. Goddesses stepping up, rising up. Aho. So thank you all for your continued support. If you'd like to support my work and mission, you can make a pledge on patreon.com/primedisclosure. I'd like to thank Divine Angel of the Light, Parul Shetya, for your donation today. Thank you, Parul and Dipali, Angels of the Light. Namaste. So I'll tell you all a quick story here, and then a little practice you can do to assist you to help awaken, evolve, expand, and enhance your life in many ways. 6-6 coming in, 606, 6th-dimensional energy wave flowing freely now. So earlier today I went on an adventure looking at a couple more properties, a couple homes for sale, up north a little bit, closer to Mount St. Helens, actually about, I think, 45 minutes south of Mount St. Helens. And I'm driving down this road, and there was a car behind me. It was this winding road out in nature, beautiful landscape, trees, there were cliffs and hills, and it was a very winding road. And I was coming around this bend, and as I was going into an altered state, I started doing the mantra, because I'm calling on my guides to guide me to the right property, the right home that is meant for me to procure. So I went into a mantra, the mantra from last night's transmission, the Kunzung Lame Jalung. As I was chanting in my mind, Kunzung Lame Jalung, Kunzung Lame Jalung, calling upon the guides. This car, as we were coming around this bend, and you couldn't see oncoming traffic, it was totally blind, and I was doing the speed limit. This person must have got impatient, and they flew around my van, and they're coming up beside me, and I look over, and I'm thinking, is this guy playing Russian roulette? You couldn't see if there was oncoming traffic. So he's flying in front of me, and then he cuts me off, cuts in front of me real quick, and his car starts sliding about 50 feet, almost off this cliff, and then it started spinning, and it was on 2 wheels. So I'm slamming my brakes on because it was like instantaneous, but I'm seeing this all in slow motion. So he spins about 3 times and slams into the side of this cliff, and like part of his bumper ripped off, and thank goodness there was no oncoming traffic, because people, I think, doing 40, 50 miles an hour, that would have been not good. So the car almost flipped as it was spinning. And when he slammed in, he's sitting sideways. And I'm sitting there looking at him like, what the heck? Just happened there. Gathering my thoughts. And I was going to get out to see if this person was okay. And they look at me and they just take off. Their front bumper flapping in the wind, and they just fly around the bend and then flew off the side road. And I'm thinking, that was one close call. Thank you, Archangel Gabriel, because I was already feeling the energy of our angels coming in. And then as I was tapping into the connection with our spirit guides and going into this deep altered state, it really was like one of those pivotal moments in the day where you just think, okay, I guess I am meant to continue on my mission. And it's these daily things that show us that Spirit has our back, the Great Spirit, our teams, our angelics, our ascended masters, our higher dimensional loved ones. We have a whole legion, a whole crew that are assisting us and protecting us. And sometimes we need signs that show us that we are not in this alone and that we are protected and we are not going to fail in our missions. It was a sign that it's like, come on, people, just slow down, take your time. There's no hurry to get nowhere, like, don't be in a hurry to, it's like, were you late for a very important date? And the car was white, I believe, like the White Rabbit. Oh, and then these, it was a very strange day. There were many signs and synchronicities, but right after this happened, I'm driving down the street, and the sign, it was like Northeast 369, the Tesla code right there. So you can't make this shift up. You know what I'm talking about. So today, here's a technique, a tool, which is transmitted from our divine bro star of the light, William Linville. And William, and that's Linville. William is a walk-in. Years ago, his physical 3D body expired. He ascended, and William walked in. His higher dimensional aspect of himself walked in to teach humanity and to assist in this ascension. So this was transmitted, and this is something I've done in the past, but it was a reminder, a friendly reminder, just like most of these transmissions is a reminder to yourself in this timeline to tap into your higher consciousness, higher dimensional self. So this is to help speed up the awakening, help to heal, evolve, expand. What you want to do, and this is part of journaling, this is some of the things I've done in the past, and I still do today, sometimes not on a daily basis, but these things, until you build momentum, it's good to do daily, is to get a journal specifically for your awakening, expansion, this journey that you're on. You can call it my awakening journal, whatever. But every morning, I'd like you to write down everything you can think of that you're grateful for, that you appreciate in your life, your loved ones, your health, anything. We have endless things that we can be grateful for if we focus our mind, and it shows the universe, it shows Creator, Great Spirit, that these are things that we want more of, the abundance, the love, our connections, anything you can conjure up, your pet, doesn't matter. Anything in your life that you're grateful, having water, having something to eat, the littlest things will keep growing and growing. Any dollar that you make, you find, show gratitude for, and write these down daily. And it's good to do first thing in the morning because it's a good way to start the day, and it sets up your day for focusing your awareness on things that come into your life that you're grateful for, and you can write those down in the journal through the day as something happens, an event, a connection, you find money, someone gives you a gift, money, whatever, doesn't matter. Because this is one of the ways, one of the techniques or tools that we can use. Because one of the things that I've always taught is to do our best to remove expectations and practice appreciation and gratitude. Because those are the things that build power, that build energy, that's manifest chi, the chi flow. Grateful for our teaching, grateful for our teachers, grateful for our students, our friends, whatever it is. Grateful for my sacred condor, of course. I thank the Great Spirit every day for my goddess, my queen, my everything. And build it around that, whatever your main focus is, and these little things that show us how precious this life is, how precious consciousness is. And through this practice, we attract more of that which we are grateful for. That's the law of attraction, and that's the power of manifestation. So begin that practice if it resonates with you, and let us know in the comments as the journey goes on how this has enhanced and benefited your life. Because you'll see, especially with the power of instant manifestation now, that the power of this and writing things down makes it more tangible, more concrete, more fluid, more real, we can say. So have a beautiful and blessed 11/22 portal gateway leading up to the eclipse season and the 12/12 and the 12/21 portal. Keep walking your sacred path with heart, beloved beings of light. I love you all. Namaste.